Right. When last we left our intrepid heroes. Lucas?
Yeah. Let's be here. Yep. So last time you finally made it to Akros. The long journey coming almost to a close. You met the people in the chasm, guarding, letting you know about the Akroan Games that are going on and the Olympic style competition that's happening. And they let you know that there have been several attempts by Mogus to interrupt the games because he and Iroas have a rivalry that is older than time that anyone knows. So you actually encountered 3 Catablepus that he sent to try and interrupt the games, and aided a phalanx of Akroan soldiers in fending them off. And when I say aided, I mean you absolutely saved their asses.
Someone had to.
And that's where we left off. So you have one big pile of pus where one of the Etoblepus was killed and let off this noxious cloud, and 2 big, hulking, stinking, sleeping things on the ground now. And I think 2 smushed soldiers.
Yeah, 2 of them went into dust.
Yep. All right, so Early has dismissed his illusion copy of himself now that the battle is over, and he is shaken up. You can tell that he's not doing too well. It scared the absolute bejesus out of him. He's just kind of huffing and puffing, trying to get his breath back. A little scared.
A little scurly. Does Scurly seem to be okay with all the smoke and volcanoes and shit?
It doesn't seem to be bothering him too much. He's able to stay afloat easily, and he hasn't said anything against it.
Because we can always put him back in the bag if he wants. But I think he's against that idea.
Most likely, yes. Just 1 second. I mean, go ahead if you have any dialogue. I'm still typing this thing out. Okay, so Akira notices that Early is having a rough time dealing with what just went on, and he's going to ask him if he's all right. Early says, it's been less than 24 hours since I've been to this plane, and I've already almost died twice, and you have saved me twice. Like, no offense to you guys, I appreciate the help, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to stay here anymore.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like you keep almost dying. You probably shouldn't go off by yourself.
What was that, Brian? You broke up a little bit.
I said, you sound like you keep always almost dying. You should probably not go somewhere by yourself and just randomly walk somewhere.
I mean, I would say he's weighing us down, but not really.
It's also a floating ball of gas. He's weighing nothing down. But
So Akira asked, wasn't there one of these places that you actually enjoyed a little bit? You know, a place where you were, for the most part, safe? And Skrilla says, well, the place with all the machines, but it was so bright. But I guess bright's better than freaking stinky monsters trying to kill you all the time.
I just had this hilarious thought of Scarly flying on a thopter. He's so light, he could just like hop in one like a Barbie dream car.
Or just getting snagged by one and being drug around.
Oh, that too. I mean, that'll probably happen first, but he's just gonna float away. He has a little thopter pulling him along, like just like the Jetsons. I mean, yeah, that sounds safe. Whatever that place is that I've never been to before.
So, yeah, Akira says, well, if you're so unsure of yourself and you really think you need help, I could go back with you to this, what'd you call it, Cal's douche? Scarly says, yeah, that sounds right. And if you'd be willing to come with me, I think I could make it back. I mean, I wouldn't need you forever, but you could help me find some place where, you know, I could stay.
And how far out of the way is this?
I mean, it's on a different plane. They're proposing going to Kaladesh. Just for Skirly.
We spent a year and a half climbing this mountain to get to Akros. I'm not planeswalking right now.
But it sounds like so much fun.
You can. I'll stay here.
Yeah.
What's a short little vacation?
And just for the fun of it, I hope you come back at the bottom of this mountain range so you can climb the year and a half trek back up.
So Akira
Just a mountain.
is definitely on board to go with Scarly, just to help him out for a little bit. Also, I don't expect anyone to commit to this. This is just a convenient way to get rid of two characters.
Why get rid of Scarly?
Scarly's just been scared. I don't know, windless. He's ready to be safe.
Give him some balls. We can just draw him on there, like we do all the other stuff on him. We didn't bother giving him a dick.
This is a
Just-
tentacly balloon with a ball sack floating around.
Let's lay him down. Make him too big.
Anyone know any creation spells? We can...
Put little balloons.
Ultra
little,
Self
like,
could
rock
easily do it.
Just give him. We'll give him a gift before he leaves. Here's some balls. You're not such a coward anymore.
Prestidigitation.
Ultra Self would be easier, or just chop a pair off one of these stinky cows and just
Give him a prosthetic balls, and I'll just cure light wounds to seal it up.
yeah, mending, whatever you want to do.
I guess you wouldn't mend a corpse because they're not alive anymore. But okay, well, hopefully you can find your way back here soon once you get some balls.
Well, Scarlet looks at everyone, thanks everyone for their help, and explains to Akira the prospect of holding on to someone's interplanar mark, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then they both planes walk away, leaving the planeswalker mark singed into the ground beneath where they were standing. And now you have something to explain to all these soldiers who are like bewildered as to people just disappearing in front of them.
Like, it's just the trick.
Looky there, they've returned to the gods. Lucky them. Begins to walk away.
Wah wah.
I cup my hands towards everyone else. They're religious people. We can make up anything. It's fine.
Therese is going to grin
that's
and make
beautiful.
a minor illusion of one of them and say, "Nope, it was me the whole time. I was all of us."
Yay, planeswalker symbols. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at you whimsically and be like, wiser than I took you for.
Okay, I have a whole lot of rolls to do. They believe it. and okay, let me get back to this. So this guy actually approaches you and like is very wary to step on the marks on the ground. He just kind of steps around him as best he can, and he says, "I've never seen such a like destructive force on the battlefield when it comes to magic. Like you just mopped up these creatures. I know that the organizers for the tournament believe that Iroas doesn't believe in the use of magic on the battleground, but there is a wizards guild in Akros who are fighting to add like spell casting to the tournaments. I think you could provide a pretty good case for that."
Go on. Continue telling me how awesome I am.
You get a raised eyebrow, and he says, I mean, we could definitely vouch for you if you need someone to, no, put in a good word, but yeah, I think you should talk to the leader of the Wizards Guild.
Therese is going to nod and be like, I'll consider it.
He just kind of like is like, okay, what did I get myself into? I'm a mosey my way back over here to my men and tend to the corpses on the ground.
The puddles.
Yeah, the
Gonna mop up your troops.
Yeah.
They turned to mush, right? They just kind of
Yeah, they just kind of melted. One of them got his shield caved into his chest, and it just straight up killed him. And then two of them got melted. I'm sure.
I'm not sure which one's worse.
They both suck. Also, you have two stinky sleeping beasts right now. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to gust of wind and blow it all away from me.
Are they sleeping? I thought they were dead.
Everybody used non-lethal, so they're unconscious.
I thought they were okay.
I know that's what whoever was fighting last time said, that they were both going to use non-lethal.
That's right. The monk guy was going to do non-lethal.
I don't think I can make fire non-lethal, so...
A true master of fire could.
You just such as balls hairs instead.
A true swordsman cuts what they want to cut and does not cut what they do not want to cut.
Is that a Zoro or Zoro quote?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, as the soldiers mosey around mopping up their friends, gathering up what's left of the armor and stuff, they thank you very much for their help. And you get a couple of mentions about join the games. Join the games. You've definitely made an impression on Iroas. For glory in battle, all that. Huzzah.
Hey guys, something is telling me we should join the games.
I don't play games. I play to win, motherfucker.
Well, if there's winning and losing involved, isn't it a game?
Pale ass honky.
Wow.
Wow, is that a Dark Tower reference?
I don't even know. I think it's a Boondocks reference, but I don't know where they're referencing it from.
Oh, god dang it. I just realized that all of my source images are not on this computer. They're on the other computer.
Rip.
Rip.
Is that one dead currently?
No, it's not dead. It's just downstairs. It's okay. I just have to do some Google searching, I guess.
It's not dead. It's just not living at the moment.
So I assume we should first go into the city, or should we take care of these things first before we leave? I'm assuming that the soldiers here can handle butchering them. Would you eat them? I don't know.
Oh god, no. They could finish them off for sure if they're unconscious, but you know, it's kind of like an explosive cloud of vileness when they die. They just kind of turn to mush. Yeah, they
See,
can
that-
have.
That's why I thought at least one of them had died, because I remember that explosion occurring.
There were
Yeah, there
three
were.
originally.
Yeah, there was one that came by itself, then the other two came down.
Was there still a skeleton of the first one, or did he just completely poof?
Not really. It's just kind of like a pile of mush and bile. Like it disintegrated.
Well, I'm going to say that I could always have a step back. I can kill them with my crossbow, and then gust of wind to disperse the poisonous smoke. That sounds like a
Seems
good
like
idea.
a viable option.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or should we just leave him? Is there more XP if we do it this way?
Anybody smell that? It smells like metagaming.
But yeah, I'll do that. I will ask everybody to step back, and I'll step back with them. Cast gust of wind, so that the wind's already blowing before they blow up, and then crossbow.
While they were still deciding to do all this, I'm going to cartwheel away towards where we're actually going.
Okay, so you dispose of these beasties in this way?
Yes, so I'm gonna gust of wind it either into the air and away from everybody, because I can just like continuously concentrate and gust of wind until the whole thing's gone.
But why though?
Because I imagine the god of the city would like us to have all the cities be nice.
No, I meant I clicked on the link and
Why? What's wrong with that link?
Load the meta
I don't
page. Okay. I like it. Okay, as you're blowing away all this stuff, and one of the things of bile, you notice something solid. You gonna wade through it to figure out what it
you broke
is?
up after you said something.
So, in this pile of bile, you notice something solid and kind of shiny. Are you gonna
Gallstone?
wade? Are you gonna wade through the bile to figure out what it is?
How big is it something?
Said how big it is?
Yes.
Large enough to fit in your hand. A little bit larger than your hand.
I will ask the rogue if he can mage hand it over.
The rogue is gone.
The rogue went bye-bye.
I can make
The monkey was gone. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought the monk was.
So, mage hand, grab a hold of the little shiny thing and pull it out, and you get a really, really nasty sandal with a metal clasps going over the top of the foot, and in the leather on the sides there are little wings engraved into them, like stamped.
Oh, like that fast god sandals. What is his name? I kept forgetting his name.
Hermes?
Yep, Hermes is the one you're thinking of.
Or Mercury.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
If these are like sandals of blinding speed, that'd be amazing.
Which is only one, right?
Currently, you've only got one. Usually they come in pairs, though.
But can I like hobble, like pogo jump it and wear it?
You're
Just run
seriously
really
gonna
fast
put that
and
on
do
your
everything.
feet?
I
Well, not right
cleaned it.
now.
Prestidigitation can clean it.
Even after prestidigitation, I would still want to bathe it.
I'll
Go find
create
some
water.
vinegar.
Yeah. I'm going to move the mage hand over, and it's like it's holding it by two fingers, and it's going to just hand it to Kariki, and then the hand is going to start sifting through the remains to try and find the other one.
And hand goes in, pushing stuff around, just like just through this muck, and finds another sandal the same way. And wouldn't you know, it's a match.
I'm going to prestidigitation this one as well.
Like an UGG boot. Be a little odd.
If one was a sandal and the other was an UGG.
Hold on a second. I think something has happened.
I thought that was screaming in the background.
Yeah, I've got my headset on, so it's harder for me to hear it. Right back.
Did you just go bye-bye?
Yep.
Oh, I heard like a loud pop. Like they were disconnected.
No. I think he just set his headset down. Oh, dear.
I have to use the restroom real fast, so I'll be very, very quickly back.
Hello and welcome to the first app.
He's just pitching a fit because he wants to go to the playground. Yeah, found some sandals.
Have they been cleaned by prestidigitation?
I would hope so.
I'm saying, do they no longer smell? That's what I'm asking.
No, we need to find some.
I would say even with prestidigitation, they're no longer soiled, but they do have a slight pungent aroma.
I am back.
Good job.
Mom,
The only thing you missed is the sandals still stink a little bit.
I actually caught the tail end of that, so I assumed.
No, all we need to find is a Hercules action figure.
Hercules. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to...
put this in my bag for now until we can wash this properly. I assume we should probably go to a temple of Afara first of all before we do anything else. Is there one somewhere, like on street signs?
Yeah, there are going to be temples to just about all the gods in every major city. Okay, I don't know where it is.
But are there signs to them, or do I have to ask?
They're well, I mean, technically you're still outside with these soldiers, so you could ask them where the temple is.
Oh, I guess I'll ask them then. Hey, yo, peoples.
Why,
do you know where?
Gentlemen.
Could you point me to the nearest temple of Afara? I have urgent business.
And they will give you rough directions in the city of where to get to. They're going to actually argue with each other a little bit. Like, no, you idiot, that's the temple to Phoenix. No, you have to go north to the other temple. And then you get a rough idea where it is through this. So.
They have a temple to Phoenix. That's interesting. I figured Phoenix would be the furthest one from their minds, considering their colors.
Well, the way these gods are on this plane, everyone has its role and its purpose. Though they may not be savory, they, they're all revered in their own way.
Broke up real bad after the word revered.
In their own way. That's all I said. Okay, so I guess you guys are heading into the city now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so the city, where the path leads you is through a whole bunch of tents and temporary encampments and everything up to the main gates of Akros. And there's just all kinds of people out there doing practice sparring matches, throwing javelins at targets, throwing discus, like just people doing all kinds of different physical activities like this, practicing, trying to get warmed up for the games. And you notice that there are a lot of people who are armed in this area, wearing at least leather armor. And each one has a weapon of some sort, whether it be a spear or a short sword or something. And men, women, really young men, like 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds walking around with a weapon. This is a very militarized city.
So it's Texas?
Yeah, think Texas. But with more Mohawk helmets.
Fantasy Texas.
I am a white planeswalker.
A planeswalker of the pastiest kind.
Yes, I'm a very pasty planeswalker. Other than my chin gibbles, I am a white man.
Chin gibbles.
It's like a turkey, right?
I doubt these people are white anyway.
Everyone roll for privilege.
I guess I roll at disadvantage.
Well, you're a cute cat. You get privilege.
No, they hate cats.
No, we don't.
I'm a little short.
The tint of my skin gets noticeably slightly whiter. Like
Yeah, these are, some fairly dark-skinned people, though. Very Mediterranean, so.
then slightly darker.
But I guess I'm assuming people are following me, so I'm just gonna lead the team to the Temple of Alfara.
Okay. So yeah, you are traveling through the city, and as stated before, you see a lot of people who are armed to the teeth, and there's a lot of people moving around with carts. Like, the city is very busy right now, so there are like lots of excuse me.
There are lots of what? Lots of what?
Sorry, lots of gas. Anyway, lots of carts, like, almost caravans of people who are, trying to sell their wares. Just think like, I don't know, the walkboards on the beach or something. Like, every step you take, there's somebody trying to sell you something, taking advantage of the tourist population. Because even though there are a lot of people who are armed to the teeth, there are also a lot of people who you can tell are from other areas. People wearing green flowing robes who you've not really encountered much of before. You see quite a few Tritons and satyrs, and just all kinds of different people. Lots of people wearing Miletian garb, and just about anybody and everybody you can think of, minus Leonin.
Well, that's their problem, is that they're armed to the teeth. They should go all the way and arm the teeth as well. Claw knows what I'm talking about. Finger guns.
Mm-hmm. I am shining my sigil to Keranos and making sure it's properly displayed, so I don't get any less attention.
Yeah. You guys are definitely getting a bunch of sideways glances because you're that odd group, and a lot of attention being drawn to the Leonin. But nobody steps to you. Like, you'll see people be caught off guard, then they see the sigil, confused looks, and then they just kind of go on about their way.
They better not step to me. Fools. Yeah, I feel like Tarus is feeling really good about that last fight because we did really well. I feel, and it was everything went about as well as it could, minus the people dying.
Well, they weren't us.
It wasn't us.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a little distracted. A Google search showed me that there is actually official Wizards art of an event that happened in the storyline that I didn't know of. I have to save this like now.
Which event?
I'm not going to tell you.
Is it Nissa and Chandra have bigger bank problems?
That was Chandra and Liliana.
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
No, that was Chandra and
I thought it
Liliana.
was Chandra and Nissa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the fan fiction.
That's the fan fiction that they required the artist to take down because since he was a commissioned artist by MTG, they were afraid it could be taken as canon.
I'm just saying, like, Chandra and Nissa actually did do stuff.
I'm missing something somewhere. I don't remember any of that happening in the stories I read.
Yeah. They fell in love.
The image quality is too tiny.
Oh, we just lost somebody.
And he's gone. And sadly, this is when I gotta leave too.
Crap.
I will watch the stream later. Y'all have fun.
All right, man.
You care if we fight things without you?
Huh?
If we level
Said,
up,
"Okay,
you're
we
staying at the
fight
same
things."
level.
Rude. No, he was asking if you minded if we continued on and then fought things without you.
I don't mind at all. I'll have fun. Y'all autoplay me and push people in lava on my behalf.
Alrighty, now we gotta go find somebody to throw in boiling lava.
First, we need to find boiling lava.
Yeah, I was about to say. Shouldn't be too hard. It's gonna be somewhere around here.
You've got to think
This
fourth
picture-
dimensionally.
The picture kind of was not what I expected. I expected there to be like a billowing smoke cloud over the entire city and like lava pits everywhere. But this looks like a really nice place. I would actually raise a family here. Nice.
Raise a family under martial law. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go. Bye. Sorry.
Have fun.
And he's gone. Jesus, that was fast. Well, I guess if Luke's not in here, are we still recording?
Oh, we are recording. Still
Oh,
says
yeah,
we're live.
he's still live. Crap, we can't talk crap about him.
I know. Crap.
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 I heard a wub wub. Is that,
Yeah, that
Luke
was mine.
telling us where to join?
I don't know. It was Facebook. Let's figure out.
Yep.
Yep. Onward.
Ugh, I goofed. So I guess we're closing this old one.
Yep, it's going to record indefinitely now.
Forever.